everyone, my name is Richie and welcome back to another video. Today you join me on the Cathcart Circle because I'm going to be doing one of them before and after videos like I did for Long Island Railroad and West Somerset Railway, where I basically compare the route before and after it gets a TOD 4 update. As we know, this is getting all the TSW4 features prior to the Class 380 release. So if you've not seen one of these videos before, basically I do the same sort of run in a route before and after it gets all the TOD 4 features and stuff. Just have a look at what the route looks like, how it feels, whether it improves it, whether it makes it feel a bit too bright or whatever else. So yeah, I've often found that TOD 4 is great for a route. It makes it look so much nicer. And when I watched the preview a few days ago, the ballast looks nicer. It just looks like a whole new route. So yeah, today's focus is going to be on the 314 because obviously the update is coming to the route a couple of days before the Class 380 even comes out. So the timetable changes and whatever you won't see in this, because this is, if you don't want to get the Class 380, this is still what you're going to get. So if you already own this route and don't want to get the Class 380, this is what the route will look like if you don't own that DLC. So anyway, let's get into it. And we're driving from here at Newton up to Glasgow Central, because I have done a video before from Glasgow Central to Neilston and I've done a stream on it. So I've not done a video from Newton up to Glasgow, so I thought that makes sense to do that. So yeah, let's jump on into it. Right, let's get ourselves set up. Let's put that into on, into forward. Have we got the lights set up? We have. We're all good, I think. Cool, lovely stuff. So I don't think the unit's going to change all that much. I did read the sort of patch notes, and I think there's going to be a few little changes to like the visuals of it, not the actual running aspects of it. So it'll be cool to sort of compare the unit itself, the Class 314. It's a nice unit, it's the 314, isn't it? Obviously, once we get the 380, there'll be a lot more updates to the timetable, especially because obviously we'll have stuff on here going up. This is sort of like the bypass line up to Glasgow Central. But yeah, I think we're focusing mainly on scenery and, you know, route aspects in this video because, well, that's all we're going to see really. And obviously the lighting as well. So yeah. Right, let's go up to 40 mile an hour now. So normally in one of these before and after videos I would go into the timetable and show you what the differences are between the two timetables, but from my understanding, the original, I think they call it the 2021 table's not changing. It's obviously just going to be all the lighting and stuff. So it's all going to be a separate timetable to do with the Class 380, which I think is a bit of a shame because I think those that don't particularly want the 380, they should still see some layers and stuff that they already own from like Edinburgh, Glasgow and Fife Circle. But I mean, it is what it is. This is a route that I absolutely love and I'm so happy it's seen an update. In fact, I made a video, like I said earlier on, going down to Neilston, and in that video, that was only from like 4 months ago, and I said I really would like to see Cathcart Circle updated, and then the next week they announced it because it was just before April, which I couldn't believe. I was like, oh, I've just predicted this is going to happen. So yeah, I'm very excited to see the update because I absolutely love this route. I think it's one of the best routes in TrainSimWorld. As we come out of a tunnel here, just outside of Kirkhill, one key thing I want to look at is when we come out of tunnels, how the lighting looks. So, you know, in all the new lighting, when you come out, you've got this sort of like white blur. I don't know what they call it, the white flash or whatever. It'd be cool to see what the difference is there. And I thought that was quite a neat feature with TOD 4 when they announced that for TrainSimWorld 3. So, right, let's slow down at Kirkhill. Oh, that was not very good. The brakes aren't the best. I wonder if they'll change that. I wonder if that. I don't know if the physics to the 314 are going to change. It'll be cool to see. A bit of an overshoot. Don't matter. It's fine. Okay. Let's get the doors open. So yeah, this is Kirkhill before. Don't imagine too much is going to change. I've not found that scenery changes all that much, but you do find with the lighting, you can see in these corners a little bit better. There's like little things hidden in corners that you didn't even spot before. Right, let's go. Next stop is Burnside. So I personally would like to go and compare every single station if I could, but the fact that this route's got something like 22 stations, so I'm kind of focusing on, I think we're going to be going up the, oh no, I need to remember my geography now, the eastern side of the circle, so there's still all of this that you can compare. Anyway, when the Class 380 comes out, I'm doing a stream on it anyway, just because I'm looking forward to the Class 380, it looks really cool. Right, we're approaching Burnside now. One cool thing I did notice with the preview stream is that on the Neilston branch, there's that UFO mastery, isn't there, near, is it White Craigs? At night, that looks really, really nice. So that's one thing I do want to have a look at some point. I'm really doing bad with these stops. It never used to be this bad. I'm sure, what? Okay, well, that's Mernside anyway. I don't know. I wonder if my braking's just not very good. I'll improve, hopefully. Right, after that bit of kerfuffle, we're almost at Croftfoot. I'm going to slow down a bit sooner. I'm going to give it to about 500 yards, and then I'm going to start applying my brakes. There used to be a way, because I played this route for such a long time, like, do you know when a new route comes out and you just play it non-stop? A bit like what I'm doing with Fife. I've managed to figure out a way, the best way to brake, and it's all just gone. I've played newer routes and I've forgot how to do it. But I'm going to guess you brake around about like 400 or 500 yards away from the station, and you should be alright. I think we're going to be alright there. I think that's a decent stop. I've got to get used to how the Class 380 operates. That's going to be interesting. There we go, wonderful. Only overshot it by 9 yards. Beautiful. Right, this is Croftfoot. Most of the stations on this route are island platforms, so, you know, the key one we want to look at is Glasgow Central, and that's what I am going to be focusing on. I want to do like a run into Glasgow Central and have a look at what the skyline looks like, and have a look at the station like inside, see if there's any differences there, because I think Glasgow Central will look nice. Right, next stop is Kings Park. Wonderful. And I think that's the last station on the branch, and then we're onto the circle. Right, here we go. On the approach to Kings Park, we've got a red at the end of the station as well. I wonder if that'll... I know that's like an example, a really early example of approach control, which then became a thing in Birmingham Cross City and eventually was in Midland Main Line, and I think is now in East Coast Main Line and stuff like that. So we've got approach control. Obviously, that's going to be a key thing in the new update because we'll have a lot more services. I think... From what I remember, there's going to be like 300 and something services, and there's 200 in this one. So that's what I'll do in the Class 380 first look, is compare the two timetables, which is what I'd normally do for this. But, you know, keep an eye out for that, and we'll do a comparison of the timetables in that one. Right, I want to say let's get onto the circle, but we've got a red light. I wonder why. Is there something somewhere that's blocking us? Ah, I figured out what's going on. It is going to be this, because that's not going onto the circle. It's going along this little branch here, because there's a green light. So we've got to wait for that. Okay, fine. Right, here we go. There's that 314, and we can go now. Lovely jubbly, right. I had to wait for about 5 minutes, which is okay. It's all good. I like that we have to do that, because obviously we'll have an accident, won't we? So, approach control, very much working there. Lovely stuff. Right, next stop is Mount Florida, and I think there's a cool little Easter egg at Mount Florida that I want to show you. So, yeah, let's get on there. Oh, we're down to 25 as well. Right, let's slow down. Right, we're on the approach to Mount Florida, just gone around that little fly underfoot sort of thing. I suppose is that what you call it, a fly under? Because you have a fly over, don't you? Oh, I don't know. Let's slow down into Mount Florida now. Cool. Right, the thing I wanted to show you, once we stop, is that, have you ever noticed on the pause menu there's a PIS board with like a wall in the background? I want to show you something, right? This is quite cool. I spotted it in a stream once. Let's stop. Brakes are not the best. Brake free just doesn't seem to exist. Anyway, right. You'll probably notice in the pause screen, right, you've got that PIS board with a wall behind it. Now, it's a little bit dark here. It'll probably be a bit better in the new lighting, but you've got the wall where the train is now. If we're sort of like stood there, looking like that, that is the shot, isn't it? That is definitely the shot. That's in the pause menu. Anyway, it's hard to see there, but I did spot that in a live stream once, and I was like, yeah, it's definitely the location. So yeah, Mount Florida, it's in the pause menu. So what makes me think is that if they've included that in the pause menu, was it planned to be updated all along? Right, next up is Crosshill in 777 yards. So on the circle, the stations come thick and fast, really. They're all quite close together. I think it's a relatively short route. I think it's got a total amount of mileage of about 20 miles, but its replayability is insane. Because like I say, you've got essentially 4 different service patterns. So there's a lot of gameplay here to be offered. And with the new Class 380 coming in, a whole new timetable with that, it's going to look really good. Right, here we go, coming into Crosshill now. I always found that the approach to Crosshill, you get really close to a wall here. So I'm hoping there's no clipping issues with the 380, because the 380 is a bit of a bigger beast, isn't it? So hopefully, if it does clip, they'll fix that anyway. But yeah, one thing I've always noticed that it gets really, really close with the 314. These brakes are really naff. What on earth's wrong with these brakes? I'm hoping that improves, because they never used to be that bad. I swear, they must have changed at some point. How on earth do you say the Scottish version of that? Cranach na Crois. Not a clue. Gaelic really confuses me. Don't get me wrong, I like the fact that you've got like the station in English and in Gaelic. I think it's a really nice touch. It's a bit similar to Wales where you've got it in English and in Welsh. Let's slow down. I'm putting it into emergency each time because the brakes are just not good at the minute, and I don't know why. I'm hoping that improves with the next version. So thankfully it's getting an update very soon. Right, Queen's Park, open these doors. Lovely stuff. So it was actually at this station where we got the Class 380 teaser, wasn't it? I think it was on a billboard like here or something, and you could see on the billboard it had a Class 380 and some like funky slogan, and it was like an April Fool's joke, and everyone was like, "Oh, April Fool's, it's a Class 380," and everyone instantly jumped onto maybe it being the Ayrshire coastline. And I know someone in my Discord and in my streams is always like, Ayrshire coastline," which I'd love to see. I think it'd be great to see that, to be honest. What a solid route that would be. You'd also get the Class 156. Beautiful. Get more of the sprinters in the game. Would absolutely love it. But yeah, no, it was that station where we saw it, and Lord and behold, it's coming out very soon. And here we go, we're coming into Pollokshields East now, the final stop before the approach into Glasgow Central. One thing I really find quite cool with this station is the fact that you've got both sort of ends of the circle, like they sort of come together here. So most times, if you're like, I've found in many examples, if you're late, really late, then you will be held here, and the train that's coming from that way has priority. It's pretty much like a sort of race. So there's been cases where I've done the same service, I've got to this point and I've been like 5 minutes late and I've not been allowed to go because something's been coming from that way, and vice versa. I've arrived early and the thing that was coming from that way had to wait. So it's going to look cool with the new update and with the Class 380 as well, because we're going to see a lot more stock with the Class 380 timetable. Because down here there's a bridge somewhere. Is it down there or is it down that way? It's that bridge there. Sorry. You're going to see like Class 170s and stuff going along there because they would do in real life. I'm very much looking forward to it. Oh, we've got another 314 in here. Hello. Right, let's go. Next stop is Glasgow Central. As we depart, I'll let you have a little listen to the traction motors and we can compare them in the new version as well. Wonderful stuff. So the next and final calling point is Glasgow Central. This is the key thing I want to look at this in this video, in this before and after, is the approach. Is the Glasgow sort of skyline different? Is the station any different? Does it look a bit more atmospheric? I don't know. Let's certainly have a look. I've got 1.2 miles to go, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Right, here we go. We're on the approach to Glasgow Central now, just shy of 0.6 miles. And this is the bit I want to see, like especially in the new update. This will look incredible. If you've not seen it, there is a time-lapse video of Glasgow in the new update, and it does look really, really good. One thing I'm definitely going to focus on in the Class 380 first look video. But yeah, it's going to be very cool seeing all sorts of stuff going along here. I mean, there's like 800s, 801s, you've got Flying Scotsmans, you're going to see the 158 once it eventually comes out, which I think is a few weeks away yet. So yeah, it's going to look very good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this. I mean, very much. Let's have a look at the skyline before and see if much changes. So probably good to get a little vantage point down there. Got a little building site. So I wonder if they'll change that because of the building site. I wonder if there'll be a building there. But that's the skyline so far. Not the best sort of skyline. Very, very quite bland. The river's nice though, and obviously we've got the approach into Glasgow Central. A really well modelled building, if you ask me. I quite like the modelling at Glasgow Central. It looks pretty much spot on from what I've seen in some videos. So they've done a good job with the modelling here. I can imagine once the update comes out, it will look so nice, because obviously it's all glass in it. So you'll see like a nice sort of like glass effect with all the sort of like window markings and stuff showing down into the station. Right, let's slow down just before the buffers. We don't fancy crashing into the buffers. I probably hit the buffers, but we were in the PI boards. Right, fine, cool, decent. Right, so there we go. That was a 314 run from Newton up to Glasgow Central. Let's have a quick little look around Glasgow Central if there's anything that's changed here much. I know that the PIS board's going to change. I don't know if it'll change in this version. It'd be cool to see that. Right, so that was a 314 run from Newton up to Glasgow Central before the update comes out, and I'm anticipating it's coming out early next week. So yeah, I'll see you there. And here we go, the update has arrived, and initially it looks absolutely incredible. I mean, the ballast is updated, the lighting, as we know, looks beautiful. Newton doesn't look too different. But I think there was some patch notes that said that the 3.1.4 had a few updates. So let's see, and let's see if that braking issue's changed as well. Cool. Right, let's go. I've jumped into the same service as I did last time, 1749 Newton to Glasgow Central. It sounds nicer. I don't know if it's just me, but that sounds a lot better than before. Yeah, I'd definitely say that sounds a bit better. I mean, this is looking incredible. They've done a good job with it so far. I'm impressed. Anyway, next stop is Kirkhill in 1.2 miles. Yeah, I'm impressed so far. I'm just looking around the cab, seeing if there's anything new, and it looks nice, but... Is that GSMR? Beautiful! Right, I didn't know they could retrofit it into older units. Cool, so we've got GSMR operational. Can I press buttons on it? Ah, nice, there we go. That's I didn't even know that was a thing. Beautiful! Ah, I love like the little extra bits and bobs you can sort of mess about with in the cab. Is there anything else? Signal buzzer? Is that new? I don't know. Not noticed that. I did say that I wanted to see how the lighting changed as we come out of the tunnel, which is what I'm going to do now. Because that was as we were approaching Kirkhill. Yeah, that's right. Because I filmed that a few days ago, and I've forgotten a little bit since. It's a bit darker in this tunnel, which is noticeable. Here we go. We're coming out of tunnel now. So, have a look at that. There you go. That's what I was on about. That sort of white fade, white flash sort of thing. Very nice. Anyway, here's Kirkhill coming up now. Let's have a look if there's any differences here. I've still managed to overshoot it. Great. Okay, so the braking's not changed all that much. I didn't think it would. I thought I'd leave it a little bit later. Better stop than last time. So this corner was really dark before, wasn't it? So we can see a lot more going on. There's not anything there. Obviously, there's a collectible there. Yeah, this is looking really nice, actually. Much better. Much better. Wonderful stuff. It just, I don't know, with the Todd 4 lighting, things just seem to look a bit more realistic. Anyway, next stop is Burnside, 1.4 miles. Let's try and stop there. I didn't stop there last time. I skipped it because I was good. So I'll be better on my braking. Right. Is this graffiti now? I think so. Unless we didn't notice it last time. I'll have a check. It looks like it's new. Oh, well, we've got an inside shot. Is anything changed inside? I don't imagine it would. Right, next stop is Burnside at 1.1 miles. One thing I'm not particularly a fan of is the fact that you can't really see your headlights. Obviously this lighting's not great for lights, especially like older units. When you're retrofitting the older lighting system in, the headlights haven't been made to be as bright as the new lighting, if that makes sense. But then conversely, as you have newer units that are adapted towards the new lighting, you put them on the older route, and they've got stupidly bright headlights. So not a fan of that, but that's a little thing. That's a really minor thing. It doesn't really affect how you drive the train, or it doesn't affect your gameplay, does it? So anyway, coming into Burnside now, I'm gonna brake about 500 yards away from the station because I don't fancy messing this up, you know. Don't fancy doing that at all. Right, 500 yards, let's start braking. I think we're doing all right. In fact, it could do with step 1. I think step 2 was a bit too much, you know. Here we go. This is much better than before. Much better stop. Lovely jubbly. One thing I noticed as we're coming in, is this different, this building? This looks new to me. I don't know whether it's... I've not noticed it before because of the colouring. I don't know, but this looks a bit new. I don't know what purpose it serves, but yeah, that looks different. Oh, the announcements are like, have got a better sort of like sound and echo to them. Lovely. Yeah, so this is Burnside. Nice little island platform. The ballast really makes these platforms and, you know, makes this route look much nicer, doesn't it? Right, let's go to Croftfoot. Next stop, I'm going to get a little shot from up here as if I was train spotting. Go on, full throttle. Let's go. Got people walking up and down the stairs. Hello, people. Up it goes. Can we catch it this side? Yeah, beautiful. Look at this now. Oh, isn't that excellent? When the 380 comes out and you're going to have 380s coming in, 314s leaving, that'll be a really nice shot. We'll make for some nice shorts. Here we go, we're on the approach to Croftfoot. One thing I've got to notice as well is with the new lighting, we're going like underneath a cloud because it was really bright a minute ago and it's sort of like dulled down a little bit. So it's almost as if... Wait, hold on a minute. Is that new? Is that like a new build development that's just popped up out of nowhere? Because that wasn't there before. I definitely didn't notice that. Cool, there we go, Croftfoot. So this is Croftfoot. Looks very similar to before, but obviously we've got that new build development. Or, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's changed all that much. This scenery looks nicer. These houses look better than before. I don't know if it's just me or whether I'm just trying to find stuff. I don't know, but it seems better. Glasgow Central's in that direction, innit? So soon we might even start. Oh, we can see some buildings over there. Look, in the distance. We didn't see them before. Right, Kings Park next. Let's go. These sounds are definitely better than before. I don't know if it's just me. Have a listen for yourself. They seem better, and the ambient sounds better as well. I mean, it's quite loud. It sounds like a lot of people chatting, as if it should be really busy on here, but it's not. Right, coming into Kings Park now. I've given it 250 yards with step 2 braking. Is that going to work? Step 3 braking, maybe? Emergency? Possibly. Well, if we don't look, it should be alright. This station looks pretty much the same. I didn't expect much to change here. To be fair, I wanted to see whether we'd have to wait for the other train to come through, see if anything changed there signalling wise. So nothing's changed there. We still have to wait for that train, which is I mean, still pretty good, isn't it? Anyway, let's wait for that train to get past, and then we'll carry on onto the circle. Right, after about 5 minutes, here comes that 314, so we can finally get on our merry way. Let's go. Oh, it's the this livery. I don't know what you call it. Is it blood and custard or something to do with custard? Livery that I've downloaded from the Creators Club. It'd be cool to have that as an actual livery pack, wouldn't it? A bit like the Centro. I mean, would they do something like that? I don't imagine they would they? Oh, we've just gone past another 314. That wasn't there before. Has something changed in the timetable a bit? Genuinely, we didn't pass one before. That's quite cool. Okay. I don't know. That's threw me off a little bit. Before, when we went round that sort of underpass, there was nothing else there. Right, let's slow down as well. I want to have a look at that PIS. Because I know the screen, like I mentioned, was here, so you should be able to see it better. In fact, as we pull into the station now, you can kind of tell. I have a feeling that screenshot that was taken for the pause menu was taken when the Todd 4 lighting was in there. They definitely knew it was going to happen. Surely. It's definitely there. Yeah, it's sort of like there. Something like that, anyway. Yeah, they definitely planned to do it, because it looks pretty much the same as the pause menu, doesn't it? Anyway, right. This is Mount Florida. Not much has changed. Cool. Right, we're a minute late. We're a bit later this time, which is not good. So we need to get on our merry way and hopefully get back on time. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Next stop is Crosshill. I actually want to have a look at that bridge, like I mentioned last time about it being quite close to the 314. So I'm going to have a little look at that and see if we almost clip it, because I'm concerned that when the 380 comes out, we're going to start clipping that wall, and that's going to cause all sorts of havoc. Right, coming into Crosshill now, and that bridge is just here somewhere, just around the corner. There we go. So, how close does the 314 get to that wall? Let's find out as we're slowly coming in. Oh, it seems better than last time. Seems a lot better than last time, actually. Okay, cool. So they've updated that. Oh no, is it this bit here? Yeah, this is where it gets quite close. Look, I think we're going to be all right though. Oh, it seems a bit better than last time. Oh, it's close. It's close, isn't it? I mean, is that realistic? Is that what the bridge actually does? I don't know. Let me know. Right, this is Crosshill. Let's have a little look around here. Not much has changed. Scenery-wise, I'm not sure. Not sure. I don't think much has changed. It looks better, though. Don't get me wrong. It looks a lot more realistic. I feel like we are in a living, breathing Glasgow. Oh, there's a dog barking. That's a new sound. As stupid as it sounds, I've not heard a dog bark in the game before. Just need some cats meowing now. I know we've got cats in Birmingham Cross City, but we just need some cats hissing and punching each other. Anyway, right, next stop is Queen's Park in 700 and so yards. Yeah, I mean, I must admit, this update looks so much better than what it did before. You know, the route just looks incredible now. I feel like Todd 4 is just a fantastic thing for all routes. Many more routes need it. Right, here we go, coming into Queen's Park now. Let's get some brakes on. Step 3, that'll do. Cool. Wonderful stuff. Not much has changed here. I think... Is there any new billboards or anything? No. No, I don't think so. No, I think it's pretty much the same here as well. And that's the thing, I think the route looks the same as what it did, but with the new lighting, you notice more things, or, you know, certain buildings look a bit different, so it kind of creates the illusion that they look different. I don't know. It's just all round looks rather nice. I'm impressed. I've managed to glitch up here, and I'm going to do a little pan because it looks the distant scenery looks much better than what it did before. I know that we couldn't get up this high, but I mean, you look over there and you can see a lot more built up stuff, a lot more churches, you can see a lot more hills. Oh, whoa, look at that, you can see the buildings over there as well. Those are ones that are these ones over here. I'm guessing so. Ah, nice, so you can see like the other side of the route and stuff. Cool, nice. So even though we're not meant to get up there, it's still cool to see that we can see a bit more distant scenery. I'm impressed. You've done well, Dovetail. Right, next stop is Pollokshields East, or Pollokshields East even, and we're a little bit late, so I'm having a horrible feeling we're going to get stuck at that red light. But then again, nothing's coming the other way, so we may just be all right. And as we come into Pollokshields East now, one thing I'm going to look at in the class 380 first look is this bit of route here, because this is where the whatchamacallit, the 170s run. It even looks good up here. Wonderful stuff. Yeah, some of that track back there looks like it's all been remodelled. Interesting, maybe that's a hint at a Barhead line route, maybe Ayrshire coastline. I don't know. Got another 314 here, like we did in the before section. Cool, lovely stuff. Right, both 314s are ready to depart. Let's have a listen to these. Isn't that a good shot? That's a good shot. That's TikTok short worthy, that. Anyway, right, we're on the approach into Glasgow Central. Key thing, like I said before, I want to have a look at the skyline, see if there's anything different. I want to see if that building that was under construction has been built. You know, if the UK government's anything to go off, it usually takes about 20 years to build anything. So in what, 3 years since the before and after version, I don't imagine it would be built. It's probably still going through planning, to be honest. Anyway, right, we're just over a mile away from Glasgow Central, so once we're a bit closer, I'll start having a little look and we can sort of see if there's been any major updates to the skyline and whatnot. Right, here we are on the approach to Glasgow Central. We've just come around the corner and it's looking nicer, isn't it? That building looks, I don't know whether it's new or whether it's been changed. There's graffiti on it, I didn't notice that before, but the skyline looks much better. Look at that. Now that's impressive. That's much better than what it was before. They're all quite flat buildings, weren't they? Now it actually feels like you're approaching a city centre. Nice. I mean, this is much better now, isn't it? You can see so much of the city. It feels like I feel like I'm in Glasgow. I feel like I could go and touch the buildings and I'd be there. That building, it's not been built. It was this little construction site. It's not been built. Oh well, it's probably still going through a consultation period or whatever. Anyway, the river looks nicer, and this bridge down here looks better as well. This is looking impressive. Now this is much better than what it was before. Look at this. Wonderful. We've even got like some more scenery stuff down here. We've got a car park. Look, it's got multi-storey. Beautiful. It's looking so much better. I can't wait to see the updated timetable with the Class 380. Right, as we come into platform 4 at Glasgow Central, this is looking so much better in here now, isn't it? This is so much better. Yeah, nice. I'm well impressed with this. See, I told you this route needed a TOD 4 update. I said it many months ago. We need to see Cathcart updated because it will look beautiful, and it does. Many more routes need this treatment. Honestly, it improves so many routes. Anyway, let's not hit the buffers. We can see the buffers a bit better as well. I don't know if it's just me, but the buffers seem really dark in the older version. Cool. Oh, and we've got working PIS too. PIS isn't as full as it should be. I'm guessing that'll change with the new update. But yeah, we've got PIS working there. Anything else new around here? No, there's no piano or anything. Can we go down here? No, we still can't go down there, which is a shame. The shops look the same. Cool. I mean, that looks a little bit different. I don't think that was there before. Some stuff down there. I don't know what is down here. Nothing. Just a void. Yeah, the station looks so much better. We've even got PIS over here, so I'm guessing when the Class 380 comes out, we'll see some stuff there as well. Lovely stuff. Is this underpass still open? No, there is an underpass there in real life. Cool. Yeah, Glasgow Central's looking really nice as well. Now, with more stock in here, with the 158, 380, 385, 801s, it will look really, really nice. So yeah, that has been Cathcart Circle before and after the update. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you are enjoying the new update. What do you lot think of it? Do you think it's much better than before, or do you prefer the old lighting? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, like I say, I'm well impressed with this route. I absolutely love this route, so the fact that it's got a TOD 4 update is so much better. and with the Class 380 coming in a new timetable, it's just going to make the route much more replayable and enjoyable. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. I'd massively appreciate it. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.